Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
The Osprey Point project now facing delays, why the executive director for the Port of Pasco says the project could start before the year ends.
Plus, a public pool contaminated, what we're learning as a Sunnyside attraction is closed.
Also ahead, over 600 classics on display at Yakima State Fair Park. Our Natalie Keller will tell you why a 45-year attendee says he returns every year, and it's not just for the cars.
And Stacy Lee is tracking your weekend forecast.
That's right. We started out a bit stormy, but things are looking up. And what does the rest of the weekend hold? I'll give you all the details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Hi, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. It is the first day of August.
Walla Walla Community College is looking to grow its commercial truck driving program through partnerships with local high schools and other outreach efforts.
First and new at 6, our very own William Albert tells you more.
Truck drivers are in demand and have been for several years, as they're a major part of Washington State's shipping industry and beyond. Right now, there are thousands of open truck driving jobs across Washington State, and according to the Washington Trucking Association, nearly 500,000 more positions are expected to open nationwide over the next 8 years. That's why Walla Walla Community College is working to present truck driving as a real career option for students transitioning out of high school.
Our summer quarter typically involves our high school partnerships. So we've got Keona Benton, Benton City, Connell High School. We have some of the high school students that completed the entry-level driver theory training, the classroom portion of the CDL training in the high school.
Hyde says that Connell High School is one of the only high schools in the country offering CDL training at the student level, an effort to expose young people early to the trucking industry.
Connell High School is, I think, the third in the nation, if I'm remembering correctly, to bring a CDL class into a high school for high school age students, right? And one of the criteria that the student has to meet is they have to be turning 18 during that class and during their senior year. So you wouldn't think there'd be a whole lot, but those classes are always absolutely packed.
With growing changes in the labor market, Walla Walla Community College officials tell me having a CDL is important for anybody looking to gain advantage in the job market.
Some careers are hit and miss, and it's a way to continue paying the bills, continue providing for your family in the interim between jobs, if you will. There's also, millions of other jobs in America where a CDL is handy. You could be a dispatcher or a trucking company manager.
For one of the older students in the program, Adam Mellershrinken, it was a job with the city that brought him into the program.
One day they might need me working for parks, one day they might need me working at the dump, one day they might need me working at streets or wastewater. So in order for me to be able to move up, with me being away for so many years, I didn't have the opportunity to get my CDL. So they're actually pushing me to get it.
But Hyde says what's most important is that whether you're fresh out of high school or joining the program later in life, having the right training can lead to a good living.
It's just a great thing. An 18-year-old that can go out right after high school and start making, $25 an hour right after CDL training is a pretty big deal.
For now, officials say they're focused on training the best drivers possible, with safety always top of mind. In Walla Walla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Program officials say they are always looking for ways to grow the program, especially among students. All new here at 6 o'clock now, West Valley Fire and Rescue is helping neighbors prepare for wildfire season with a free yard waste recycling event this Saturday, August 2nd. The Chip It, Don't Burn It event runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Station 53 on Tieton Drive. Crews will chip brush, branches, and other yard debris on site, helping reduce fire fuels around homes. Firefighters will also be on hand offering free home wildfire safety checks. It is all part of a continued effort to lower fire risk and promote defensible space across the community. All right, the weekend right around the corner, a very cloudy start, and it's still technically a first alert weather day, but it seems like things may be calming down.
The action hopefully is over, but let's check in with Stacy to see what we can expect tonight and into the weekend. Stacy.
That's right. And the yard waste, it sounds like yard work could be happening in some people's future tomorrow, and it'll be a good day for that. Looking out on first alert radar, we're tracking some thunderstorms. They've moved off, and actually the lightning tracker over here has calmed down, but look at this, clear skies, so things have mellowed out. Now we still have a flood watch in place for some of those heavy rain showers that move through the area, but this should expire at 8 o'clock tonight. Let's take a live look outside. We finally made it to 80. Wow, we were in the 70s all day. Dust Devil Stadium tonight, so great night for some baseball. Feels like temp is 81, so as those clouds move out, the temperature actually rising tonight. You'll see temperatures, though, mainly in the 70s if you're heading out to the game. Should be a great night to go watch the Dust Devils play the Canadians. Temperatures around the region, everybody sitting in the 70s and 80s at this hour. For the weekend, we'll have clearing skies tonight, lots of sunshine tomorrow. In fact, pretty warm tomorrow. So if you are going to do that yard work, you might want to do that early. And then we're going to have a little transition, a short wave moving through on Sunday. Going to see some mountain showers and thunderstorms once again developing. We cool down into the 80s for our first official week of August. I'll break all of that down for you coming up. Austin, Wendy.
The Tri-Cities Animal Services says they are temporarily closed to the public as of 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, this story fresh in our 6 o'clock hour. They say it is due to a potential parvovirus scare, adding that they are in damage control, doing a deep cleaning and decontamination for the safety of their animals.
They say tomorrow normal hours are expected right now. We'll share any updates as soon as they're available.
Also new at 6 and in local living, the city of Sunnyside is announcing that their public pool is closed. The city officially made the decision late yesterday, saying the pool will remain closed until Saturday, August 2nd. They say they had to shut it down due to contamination. We reached out to find out what kind of contamination led them to close it for the 3 days, but the city has not yet responded. Officials did publicly apologize for the inconvenience online. The community pool is set to open this Sunday at 11 a.m.
The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office says they have been charged with the enforcement of new parking regulations within the county. The Board of County Commissioners recently signed Ordinance 503, revising the county's parking regulations. Officials say it amended and expanded Walla Walla County Code Title 10. Signs are now on county roads. Officials say they have the discretion to issue civil infractions, but add they will be reasonable in their enforcement of this code. If you have one of their green stickers on your vehicle, officials say you will have 24 hours to move it before it may be towed at your expense.
Now to community events. The 51st annual Vintiques Car Show started its engines in Yakima today.
Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller tells us about one participant who's been there since nearly the beginning.
Over 600 classic cars overtook Yakima's State Fair Park today, with lots of history, pops of color, and plenty of loud engines. One of the people showing off their wheels was Rick Knight. He's been showing cars at the event for 45 years, since he was in high school. He says it makes him feel
old, but actually really great.
This year, Knight's serving as the event's organizer, but he still remembers the fun he's had over the years with his fellow car exhibitors.
Here's us doing tug-of-wars, volleyballs, dressing in tutus, playing volleyball.
Knight says there's more to the event under the hood. He says it's more than just cars that's kept him coming back over the years.
And then it became the people. And I say that a lot. I think if you had a quilt show, a cat show, a pony show, whatever it is, it becomes more about the people and the relationships you build as it is the car.
For Knight, the event is a family affair. He and his wife Rhonda used to bring their kids to the show, and for the last 2 years, Rhonda's been selling her upcycled vintage art as one of the show's vendors.
I see so many people here with kids and now their kids' kids, and it's just a lot of fun.
This car show isn't at the finish line yet. It'll be continuing tomorrow from 8 to 6. From Yakima, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
Yeah, that car looks good on you, Natalie. For those wanting to join in on the fun, admission is $15 for adults and $5 for seniors and kids.
And Wendy, another event, the Watershed Music Festival, returning this weekend to Grant County, drawing thousands to the Gorge Amphitheater. Now, to ensure safety, the Washington State Patrol is ramping up efforts with high visibility enforcement patrols. Troopers will focus on speeding, impaired driving, seatbelt use, and distracted driving. They'll also be monitoring for aggressive driving behaviors. Expect increased patrols on I-90 and surrounding roads, with resources including the Aggressive Driving Apprehension Team and aviation support.
So the airplane itself is very beneficial for us because it allows it to stay up out of sight, and normally they can watch cars a lot better from the air and they can get speeds. It also helps if we do get into a pursuit, the units can back off and let the airplane take over, and they can follow it a lot easier and a lot safer doing it that way than having troopers engaged in the pursuit itself.
WSP also urges all drivers to stay alert and make safe choices to protect everyone on the road. Gates opened at 1 today. They will close on Sunday night. Your news at 6 is just getting started. Up next, with construction along Broadmoor Boulevard and Sandifer Parkway, we'll tell you if lane closures will remain in place.
And Stacy is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast as we head into the weekend, what you can expect, and make sure you download our new Apple Valley News Now weather app today. It's easy. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen. We'll be right back.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Hey there, cool cats and groovy gals. Looking for a place where the good times roll? Cruise into Town Square Adult Day Center in Kennewick, where the jukebox is jumping and the vibes are always good. Games, music, laughs, and a crew that treats you like solid gold. Way more fun than sitting at home watching the tube. Don't be a square. Make every day a blast from the past. Check out our early enrollment specials. Town Square Adult Day Center, where feeling young at heart is always in style. Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move?
Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Drivers in Pasco, listen up to this. Road construction along Broadmoor Boulevard and Sandiford Parkway is gonna last longer than expected.
Yeah, crews have been installing concrete islands to serve as road dividers since July 7th. It is part of a broader effort to improve traffic flow and safety in the growing Broadmoor area.
The project was supposed to actually wrap up yesterday, but city officials and contractors say more work needs to be done.
So people have been really gracious and really careful around our crews so far, and we appreciate that so much. We're asking people to continue being patient with us for a little bit longer.
The lane closures are now expected to remain in place through August 23rd, but that date could change depending on progress.
Well, after years of planning, the Osprey Point project in Pasco, could finally break ground before the end of the year.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us what's holding up the project.
I'm standing on 55 acres of open land in Pasco, which is soon to be home to the Osprey Point project. Planning for the project began before the pandemic, when JMS Construction proposed buying and developing the land to the Port of Pasco, the owner of the 55-acre property. After going through several designs, JMS landed on one that will build condos, high-rises, and hotels, including space for restaurants, businesses, and underground parking. JMS Construction owner James Sexton says the project also aims to build an upgraded waterfront and an indoor market.
Our overall plan is to hopefully have that people can live here, can work here, can play here, exercise, all that kind of stuff.
After delays caused by the pandemic, Sexton says he hoped to speed up the process. But in doing so, he says that he jumped over a couple critical steps in his agreement with the Port of Pasco, which caused a setback. The Port of Pasco says that JMS still has 2 key items to complete before it can push the project forward.
Where we're at right now is there's a critical step where permitting needs to come through, where the applicant, JMS, has to go through the city to basically get permission to lay utilities and make sure that the traffic plan is in line with what the city allows.
Sexton says he has set up meetings with the city of Pasco in the upcoming weeks to take care of those 2 steps. Once those tasks are complete, JMS can submit its paperwork to break ground for the project and start buying more of the land, something Sexton hopes can be achieved in the next month.
But in all reality, we're probably 3 weeks away from breaking, from having the permission to break ground. Purchasing and sell takes a little bit of time.
The Port of Pasco says that after construction is up and running, it will take about 8 to 10 years to complete the project. Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Caleb. Now, Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales had a meeting with the interim city manager about this and gave us a statement saying in part, quote, "This isn't a criticism of the port or commissioners, but as far as I knew, we were at the 2-yard line, and rather than give Marchand the ball, we decided to throw a pass." Perales went on to say that we will not let all that hard work and goodwill go to waste. Give Marchand the ball, end quote. If approved, construction for the project will be done in phases after each part of the land is purchased.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, I see what he did there. Preseason football starting. I get it. All right. We do have a weather change coming our way tomorrow. That pattern that's been sitting over our area moves to the north and to the east. So that gives us clear skies, dry conditions, and back to those warmer temperatures. It doesn't last long. However, let's take a look at our futurecast moving through. Again, we saw showers and thunder showers through the region. Things are moving on and clearing on out as we move through the night. Now we get to Saturday afternoon, evening, and we'll see some of those thunderstorms bubble up once again in the same areas. Northeastern corner of Oregon, moving off towards Idaho. Should miss our area completely, so expect lots of sunshine and clear conditions. But we get into Sunday, and that upper level system track once again moves over the region, as you can see here, and that will give us an opportunity to see some more showers and thunderstorms through the region, mainly in the later part of the afternoon towards the evening. Right now it's 84 degrees on our Bi-Mart Skycam, looking into the Yakima Valley. Clearing skies there. It's been a little overcast. A weird August 1st, in my personal opinion. Winds are light at 7 miles an hour. Humidity at 37%, and the dew point at 55 degrees. All right, temperatures right now around the area. We actually have warmed up since the 5 o'clock newscast to 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Everyone else in the lower to mid 80s, but that cloud cover definitely impacted our high temp for the day. Let's talk about winds. We've got winds in the usual locations, the Kittitas Valley, Columbia River Gorge, little breezy in the lower Yakima Valley. Starting our day tomorrow fairly calm, and then we'll see winds kind of start to pick up in those usual locations where it likes to get windy, and we'll see some breezy winds picking up in the afternoon, about 20 miles an hour for Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, 25 for Lexington, Hermiston, 20 in Yakima, 35 in Ellensburg. So a little breezy up that way. Tonight, temperatures are going to be very pleasant. Again, we're going to be in the 60s, so good sleeping temps. Let's talk about temperature trends. It's 94, so warm day. And then we start sliding down into the 80s for our first full week of August. And let's recap July. Look at this. We were more days above the average in Yakima than below. So yes, we can officially say it was a warm July, but not really nothing record-breaking, only a couple of days in the triple digits. Tri-Cities and Hermiston will see a warm day tomorrow, a little cooler on Sunday as that system passes through. And once again, let's recap July. Also, we had almost equal days above average as we were average in the Tri-Cities, with several days below average. So kind of an unusual July for our area. There's the warm day. Here's the cooler day. Breezy winds, a disturbance moving through on Monday. Right now, we're only going to see about a 10 or 20% chance of showers. Breezy winds in Yakima. Look at those 80-degree temps. A big, nice run of those for the first week of August. And in Ellensburg, we'll see some gusty winds as usual there this weekend. Breezier winds, and look at our high on Monday at 79. Walla Walla will have that nice warm 96 tomorrow, then cooling into the 80s. Look out for that disturbance Sunday night into Monday. That's where we really could see those showers develop in Walla Walla. And Hermiston, also breezy from the 90s to the 80s. So here we go. Happy August, everybody. We're here.
Very much. All right. Well, coming up next on the news at 6, sometimes people are asked to think big, and it seems a Massachusetts man did just that when he was looking for a getaway car. We'll explain.
If you have been injured in an accident and feel you have a legitimate claim, remember our courthouses were built and our legal system developed for the purpose of resolving disputes. Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasize the rights of accident victims.
Here in Grandview, we're happy to say that we found a home here for our pizza oven, and here we are making pizza for everybody. This restaurant really concentrates on pizza, some nice submarine-style sandwiches, and a full salad bar. And the high quality of the products that we use is, we're thinking it's going to set us apart. This is going to be a great place to bring the family, and here we are making pizza for everybody. Come on down to Grace Pizza. We look forward to seeing you here.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time.
Best deals of the year.
My favorite season of the year. Why? Is it the flowers, honeybees?
Mud. See, Bronco and Bronco Sport make every adventure more epic.
Because they come with GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain. Like mud.
We sure do like mud.
Lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
During July, Chevy drives America. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with around $8,000 in total value. That's 15% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Good news, you still get to eat. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moxie City Park for the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 magical days of awesome food, local vendors, a legendary 21+ beer garden, live music, kids games, the Saturday pancake breakfast, fun run, and of course, the famous parade at 10 a.m. Bring your friends and family to celebrate community pride all weekend long. It's not just fun, it's Moxie magic at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Visit evcea.org.
This summer heats up on Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel as Roy Jones Jr. presents a pro boxing and entertainment event like no other. Yakima's own Andrew Murphy looks to remain undefeated, while female boxer Maricela Cornejo from Prosser join rising international stars from Germany and Mexico. Plus, there is a heavyweight from China you have to see to believe. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. It's a midsummer night's dream of hot boxing and sizzling entertainment. Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
If you have been injured in an accident and feel you have a legitimate claim, remember our courthouses were built and our legal system developed for the purpose of resolving disputes. Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasize the rights of accident victims.
Check this out. A Massachusetts man is facing a whole host of charges after leading officials on an hours-long multi-city car chase. Take a look. Police say the man stole a garbage truck and hit several cars as he tried to get away on Thursday. Officers tried multiple times to stop him, but he apparently was not following their orders. Oh. There he goes. The mid-afternoon chaos then took a turn as an officer fired his weapon when the suspect went for the trash truck. The suspect is now in custody.
All right, still ahead in our 6:30 half hour as primary elections are approaching. We hear from the Kennewick City Council Position 3 candidates. That and more in just a couple of minutes from right now.
Indiana battles the storm live from Seattle, Sunday at noon on Apple Valley News Now.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Overturf Kia has officially relocated to Pasco, offering faster service and a brand new state-of-the-art facility designed for maximum customer service satisfaction. Experience? Drive-in climate-controlled service entrance for comfort and convenience. Expanded service capability with top-of-the-line bays to serve you better and faster. Comprehensive parts department. Relaxing customer lounge and refreshments. Great selection of high-quality and warranty-backed certified pre-owned Kias. Larger new car inventory with over 100 vehicles in stock, including hard-to-find hybrids and EVs, all ready to drive home. Grand opening specials include a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS with all the popular options, just $23,015. Shop online anytime. Overturf Kia. South of the Road 100 roundabout on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fly over the Yakima River from Benton City to the Columbia.
Well, I think it's great having this in our backyard. It's nice having things that are kind of a bit closer to home and easier to get to.
It's the Tapteel Greenway on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next ET, Julia Garner talks the Madonna biopic. Plus, Busta Rhymes makes Hollywood history. And only we're on set with Y&R's new resident, Billy Flynn.
Really has been a dream come true.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30.
Farmers in Southeast Washington could soon have aid from potential droughts. We'll tell you how a declaration may give them a chance to rebuild and recover.
Plus, a sense of nostalgia coming to Giza Stadium, how history is being honored this weekend.
And Stacy has your weekend first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Glad to have you with us on this Friday and first day of the 8th month of 2025.
There you go. Happy August, everybody. Didn't really look like August if you were just peering out your window today, I have to say.
A weird day. Will that continue into the weekend, though, Stacy?
The good news is, guys, things are looking up for the weekend, and things are looking up for Dust Devils if you're heading out to the game tonight. I believe there's fireworks tomorrow night at Dust Devil Stadium. Tonight's family feast night, so good night for all of that tonight as well as tomorrow night. They're getting warmed up. You can see the guys, somebody out. Maybe they're doing the national anthem. That looks like cheerleaders, but anyway, 80 degrees, winds are light at 9 miles per hour, our humidity at 54%, so a little bit of mugginess out there. We did have systems pass through. If you are heading out to the game, we'll see temperatures dropping into the 70s, partly cloudy, but a very beautiful evening as the Dust Devils take on the Canadians. Warmer everywhere else besides the Tri-Cities because we were cool. We were in the 70s up until just a little while ago. Tonight, temperatures will drop into the 60s with mostly clearing skies out there. Planning your day tomorrow, 60s and 70s. We'll hit the 80s by the middle of the day. And I'm saying swim and pool weather definitely on your Saturday. Clearing overnight, sunshine Saturday. Stray showers start to move back in later in the day Sunday. And then we're going to see temperatures drop into the 80s for the first full week of August. Austin, Wendy.
Thanks so much, Stacy. A new federal disaster designation could be a lifeline for farmers in Southeast Washington.
As Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen explains, with drought conditions stretching into another year, irrigation is helping some producers stay ahead, while others look to federal help to stay afloat.
Drought has been a constant companion for farmers in Southeast Washington, but a new USDA disaster declaration, which is triggered when drought designations hit a certain level, is opening the door to emergency loans, giving producers a chance to rebuild and recover.
Asotin, Garfield, and Whitman, and then the contiguous ones are any that share a border with those three, including Franklin County, even though it only shares a little bit of the border. So for those ones, this type of disaster declaration opens up emergency loans.
But for farmers who have access to irrigation, the outlook is a little different. It's not a perfect solution, but it's buying time in a tough season.
Between the river system and the Columbia Basin Irrigation Project, we are blessed to have irrigation, which we can grow anything we want. The area that doesn't have irrigation and with this drought declaration, for sure, they're going to be really hurting.
The USDA says farmers should apply as soon as possible. The deadline is March 26th, and for those without irrigation, these loans could be a critical tool to weather future seasons. The emergency credit can also help farmers restructure their operations to better handle the drought in the future, including looking into new water management strategies. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Farmers can apply for the USDA emergency loans through their local Farm Service Agency office. Again, the deadline is March 16th, 2026. An
An arrest in Hermiston after a multi-agency operation. This after the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says officials served a search warrant. It all happened this morning off Bridge Road. Officials say loud bangs could be heard in the area and were the result of less lethal deployments by a specially trained tactical team. They say no lethal shots or rounds were used and no one was hurt. We are working now to learn who the suspect is and what charges they may face. Now, the August primary elections are now right around the corner.
Coming right up, one hot race in Benton County is for Kennewick City Council position number 3.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia says there are those 3 candidates running for this position. 2 would be new faces to the board if elected.
Running for re-election is John Trudeau, and running against him this year are Douglas Perez and Warren Hughes, both local business owners and residents in the city of Kennewick.
Ran originally to hold government accountable and to try to do good for this side of town, which is the east side of Kennewick. And the work is not done, but more importantly, accountability is never done. So I'm choosing to do that. And I also think that we have some new issues.
Where I currently run my business, so I do have my business running in Kennewick, so I want to have a voice as well. We know that 30% of the population of Kennewick is now Hispanic, and there's not a single representation of the Hispanic community. We're the blood life of the working families here in the Kennewick area, and so I think I wanted to be a voice for them.
I live and have a business in the 3rd Ward, and after attending city council meetings last year, a lot of them, I decided that it was time to get up there and do something.
Hughes says he thinks he's put in the work to throw his hat in the fight.
I showed up. I've been going to a lot of council meetings where I'm the only one that shows up, and there is something to be said for just being in regular attendance and paying attention, and I've taken notes. I have a bunch of management experience from my previous career, and just from observing what's been going on, I think that I have a useful voice to add to it.
Perez says he believes he'd be able to represent every voice in the community.
I think the element of being a Hispanic, working with a small business owner in the downtown corridor of Kennewick, I think I have a voice of, seeing the day-to-day operations as well as having my business there. I see what goes on during the day and during the night, as well as having some construction background.
Trudeau says he's already got a topic he wants to tackle if reelected.
Let's talk about financial priorities for a moment. I will be focused very strongly on spending the money for the right things. We have a capacity to have bonded indebtedness up to, it was $183 million, and that's allowed by state law. And just recently, less than a month ago, we took a $50 million bite out of that to expand the convention center, and we have another $35 million that we're going to have to bite to take care of the City Hall facilities, which are aging and need to be replaced.
Perez and Hughes say they have their own goals they believe represent the community.
Work with the current City Council and incoming City Council as well to see important issues, as well as balancing the budget, as well as capital improvements that they're going to be doing, specifically the downtown City Hall, that improvement, and then as well as seeing how the convention is starting to roll out.
Seeking consensus. Nothing gets done if everybody's fighting all the time. So while I have some goals and visions for things I'd like to do for downtown and the 3rd Ward, I have to balance that with the interests of the other 7 council members, create coalitions, and try and do something productive. Ultimately, our job is to be productive for the citizens of Kennewick.
Trudeau also has ideas on how to improve the downtown area.
I've been here in Kennewick since the summer of 2000, and I'm telling you, downtown Kennewick is no better off today than it was 25 years ago. And the reason for that hasn't been on the fault of the Historic Downtown Kennewick Partnership or those who've had ideas. It's largely because there are people in downtown Kennewick who have held property there for a long time, and they don't seem to be interested in seeing any change. That's the problem. You've heard the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
A reminder, the last day to make your vote count through a ballot drop box is on August 5th at 8 p.m. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
The top 2 candidates will advance to the general election. The other will be out.
Well, over 120 Yakima homes are being connected to city water and sewer free of charge to residents. The city's grant-funded project targets underserved areas in northeast and south central Yakima where utility service isn't available.
Phase 1 is now underway, installing pipelines along the street. Phase 2 will connect homes directly. That should start in 2026.
The city says replacing old wells and septic systems will improve water quality and protect public health. Construction is expected to finish by late 26.
Still ahead here on the news, as the House Oversight Committee formally rejects Ghislaine Maxwell's request for immunity, we're learning her next move.
And Stacey Lee is tracking your weekend First Alert forecast. Before you get outside, download our new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app as well. We'll be right back.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now continue to honor volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Just click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
A Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel. With impressive towing capability for any size to-do list. Like building a house.
A two-story brick colonial.
Or hauling that boat to the lake.
What?
That's actually on my to-do list.
Oh.
Lease a 2025 F-150 XTX Super Crew 4x4 for $349 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Get ready to party with Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. We're turning 6, and the celebration is happening on August 20th from 11 to 3 p.m. Swing by for a day packed with amazing live piano music, lively mini performances, and a whole lot of fun. We've got giveaways, awesome anniversary discounts, and outdoor games, perfect for the whole family. Bring your love of music for a joyful community celebration you won't want to miss. Let's make some noise and celebrate Dickerson's Tri-City Piano's 6 fantastic years of pianos and music together.
Now to continuing coverage, the Bureau of Prisons announcing it has moved Ghislaine Maxwell from a federal minimum security prison in Florida to a federal prison camp in Texas.
Michelle Franzen has the story.
Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted sex trafficker and longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein, has been moved from a federal prison in Florida to one in Texas. Officials with the Bureau of Prisons saying Maxwell is now at Federal Prison Camp Bryan in Bryan, Texas, a minimum security camp for women. The reason for the move has not been made clear. Her attorney had no comment. Just last week, Maxwell met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Maxwell's attorney says the two discussed about 100 names associated with Epstein, though the Justice Department has not disclosed anything about that meeting. The transfer comes as Maxwell's attorneys press the Supreme Court to overturn her conviction, while also appealing to Congress to push for a pardon so she can, quote, testify openly and honestly about Epstein. The family of Virginia Giuffre telling ABC News they're shocked about talks of a pardon.
I think, it would be an injustice to not only my sister, but it would be an injustice to all the survivors out there.
Giuffre claims she was approached at Mar-a-Lago in 2000 by Maxwell, who then sex trafficked her to Epstein. Giuffre died by suicide earlier this year. The president this week claimed that Jeffrey Epstein, quote, stole young women who worked at his Mar-a-Lago resort, including Giuffre.
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know, none whatsoever.
The words of being stolen as if she was an object, that's really painful to hear as a family.
Giuffre's family calling Maxwell a monster and a predator, saying she deserves to rot in prison for the rest of her life.
If we're not willing to stand behind these young women and children that have been abused, what does that say about us as a country? What does that say to our youth? What does that say to our next generation? My daughter is 11 years old.
Maxwell has always denied Giuffre's accusations. Michelle Franzen, ABC News, New York.
Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, after a stormy start of our August 1st today, things are shifting. A big change in our weather pattern. Flow on the western edge of this, bringing rain to the north of us and to the east. So we've got some clear skies ahead of us on Saturday and some warmer temperatures. Futurecast again looking good as we go through the evening. All those clouds moving up and out. We're going to start heading down to the south because we are keeping an eye on some pop-up thunderstorms and showers on Saturday afternoon, but mainly in the Blue Mountains, the Wallowas, and so on, staying well to the east of Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities for the weekend. We will see some clouds start to move in on Sunday. Another system starts to move across, and that's where we have a better chance of possibly seeing some rain showers late Sunday into Monday. 80 degrees right now on our Skycam, looking out into Kennewick, Edison. Not any traffic. That's good. Feels like temp is 81. Winds are light at 9 miles per hour. So looking good. We cleared up. Temperatures again sitting in the 80s. So it's a very pleasant evening temperature wise. And those temperatures will start cooling a little bit later on. Tracking some gusty winds in our usual spots. The Columbia River Gorge, Dalles area, and Ellensburg likes to be windy. And the rest of us fairly calm through the evening. Getting through starting out on Saturday. Then we'll see winds starting to pick up a little bit later in the afternoon and the usual spots there. A little bit breezy in the Columbia Basin. Not too bad though. Winds not a problem. It is going to be on the warm side tomorrow as we'll see temperatures back to the 90s. Here's where topping out wind gusts. The windiest spots, of course, Ellensburg and the Dalles. 25 in Hermiston, 20 for Walla Walla and Tri-Cities, as well as Yakima. Tonight, those temperatures down in the 60s, so good sleeping temperatures out there with those clearing skies. Temperature trends are on the downswing as we get past through tomorrow. We'll see temperatures a good 10 plus degrees below the average. Here's what it looked like for the month of July. We had more days above average than below, so you can call it a warm month. Only a couple of days spent in the triple digits. Tri-Cities and Hermiston warm tomorrow, then cooling down to 10 degrees below the average on Monday. And we had pretty much equal above average days as average days in the Tri-Cities, but look how many below average days there were. So I still call it warm, but it felt like a little bit cooler. Breezy winds, 96, a little cooler on Sunday. This is where that system starts to move in, where we could start to see some showers developing, and overall just mild temperatures for the first week of August. We'll cool down Sunday also in Yakima. There's a very slight chance of rain showers on Monday. Again, those will start to develop late Sunday into Monday. Look for the clouds to start rolling in the afternoon. Slight chance of rain with some gusty winds this weekend in Ellensburg. Temperatures all the way down to 79 on Monday. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. 96, a warm one tomorrow. Better chances of seeing that active weather move through the Walla Walla area because they, sit right there at the base of the Blue Mountains. So look for that on Sunday night into Monday. Hermiston also seeing a better chance of those storms as they move up from the south. But right now, 10 to 20%, not a lot of chance of that. So you never know, though. We were only saying 10 or 20 in Tri-Cities, and we had a thunderstorm. So,
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. A little one.
All right. Thanks, Stacey. Up next here at 6:30, a team will be honored Saturday at Giza Stadium. We'll share their history with the ballpark on the other side of the break.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Here in Grandview, we're happy to say that we found a home here for our pizza oven, and here we are making pizza for everybody. This restaurant really concentrates on pizza, some nice submarine-style sandwiches, and a full salad bar. And the high quality of the products that we use is, we're thinking it's going to set us apart. This is going to be a great place to bring the family, and here we are making pizza for everybody. Come on down to Grace Pizza. We look forward to seeing you here.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Car insurance for seniors can be very expensive.
But don't assume that just because you're over 65, that you've got to pay outrageously high rates.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
So call the number on your screen right now and find out how much you can save.
1-800-825-0861.
The baseball team will be honored Saturday at Giza Stadium by the Dust Devils with a pregame ceremony. The Posse are celebrating their 30th anniversary and played from 95 to 2000. They are the reason Giza Stadium was originally built. At the time, it was called Posse Stadium. The Posse actually brought professional baseball back to the Tri-Cities after a decade without a team.
I think there's this really cool sense of nostalgia because the Posse weren't here for long, just 6 seasons. But a lot of people remember the great time. It was the return of professional baseball to the Tri-Cities after a long time. And so as the current stewards of professional baseball in the area, we with the Dust Devils think it's a great opportunity to honor them.
Yeah, a.k.a. Eric the Peanut Guy there. The players and coaches in attendance from the Posse will throw out the first pitch. The original manager of the team will also be honored. All right, Now, Stacy, you remember the posse.
I do, and you know, I kind of forgot about it. You guys were talking about it in the newsroom. I'm like, oh yeah, they were the original team before the Dust Devils. So yeah, brought back some memories.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool.
All right, well, check it out, everybody. Coming up next, you're going to have the Reason to Smile.
Reason to Smile and your swimming pool forecast. You need it for tomorrow.
And you liked the picture. I saw you were happy about it earlier. So.
The colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
You got to see it.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
To be out here in God's creation, to have the strength and energy at 77 years of age is pure joy, even when repairing fence from wind damage. I rely on Mile Health with the amazing science-backed formula for muscle support. As we age, mobility, balance, and strength are vital to help us keep doing the things we love to do, like me here on our ranch. Plus, to have lean, strong muscles can help prevent falls and will help in recovery from surgery and injuries. Don't let age and muscle loss rob you of your strength and vitality. Be strong with Mile Health.
Mile Health is supported by 25 human clinical studies. Call the number on your screen now and take advantage of our special buy one, get one free offer. We're confident you'll feel results or your money back. Call now.
Holy Jupiter's Jackpot! It's the final month of the summer games at Legends Casino Hotel. Your last chance to shoot for the stars and claim a 2025 Jeep Wrangler on Thursday, August 28th. Use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries all month long for your chance to win up to $6,000 in cash every Thursday. And a brand new Jeep Wrangler during Legends Jupiter's Jackpots. Okay, we know Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun, but did you know the Romans worshipped a god named Jupiter? Just saying.
Indiana battles the storm live from Seattle Sunday at noon on Apple Valley News Now.
And we made it through from a kind of a weird stormy week and a kind of a cool-ish August 1st. That was just kind of a weird day.
Been a little weird, yeah.
Didn't your girls
bizarre.
think it was like, they thought it was winter?
They were like, Mommy, why does it look like winter outside? And I was like, we'll step outside and it'll feel a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did look a little gloomy.
And well, we always give you this time of night a reason to smile. And this one will make you smile. Look how beautiful this is. Our friend Raphael, he sends us lots of nature, a lot of wild animals. Raphael's good at spotting them, but he's good at spotting a sunrise as well. That was Columbia Park this morning. So thanks,
Love
Raphael. QR code, top of your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. All right, let's take a look. It's a swimming pool forecast tomorrow, and that's exactly what I'm doing, guys. 60s and 70s to start the day. You're going to be in the 80s by noon. Get the yard work and outdoor stuff done early, and then look at the 90s. That's when you're just going to, floaty, middle of the pool, just laying there. So,
yeah, that's the life.
That's sounding good on a Saturday to me.
By the way, today I was out and about, and I was at one store, and I already saw Halloween decorations.
Oh yeah, they've been out.
It's Summerween, didn't you know? Summerween.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
It's a thing.
Get some Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
That'll do it for us.
Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great weekend.